Number one, the cities Lucknow L, Jaipur G, and Delhi D are represented in the following diagram. Lucknow lies 500 kilometers directly east of Jaipur, and angle GLD is 25 degrees. The bearing of D, this point D, the bearing of D from J is 0.34, or so D from J is 0.34. Find angle JDL. JDL, it means this angle we need to find. Right. Bearing of D from J is 0.34. It means this angle is, sorry, the bearing D from J is 34, not 0.34, but 34 degrees. So this is 34 degrees. And if this angle is right angle, so it means we can calculate this angle G, sorry, DJL. So angle DJL equal 90 degrees minus 34. And it is 56 degrees, 56, right? And after that, so this is 56. If this one 25 and this one 56, so we can calculate the angle JDL, 180 minus angle this one minus angle NJD minus minus angle DG, sorry, this one. DJL and minus angle JLD, 180 minus 56 and minus 25, this one, okay, 25, and it is 99, okay, 99. So this angle is 99 degrees. So this is 81, yeah, correct, 99. Find the distance between Lucknow and Delhi. Part B. Lucknow and Delhi, I'm going to using sine rule. Okay. So sine rule, it means DL over sine 56 equal 500 over sine 99. DL over sine 56 equal 500 over sine 99, or we can rearrange this formula becomes DL equal 500 over sine 99 multiply sine 56. And if we calculate, the result is 419.685 round off becomes 420 kilometers. Number two, the value of car is given by the function c equal 40,000 times 0.91 power t, where t is in years since the 1st January 2023, and c is in US dollars. Write down the annual rate of depreciation of the car. Find the value of the car on 1st January 2028. Right. On this equation, actually, 0.91 is represent the depreciation factor. So it means the car retains 91%. The car retains 91% because 0.91 is 91%. So the car retains 91% for every year, and it implicated for a depreciation rate, and the depreciation rate, okay, we can determine the annual depreciation rate, okay, annual depreciation rate is 100% minus 91%, and it is 9%. So the annual rate of depreciation of the car is this one, 9%. Part B. We need to determine T or time. Time is time in years. It means 2028 minus 2023, and it is 5 years. As long as 2023 to 2028 is 5 years. Now, we are going to substitute t equal 5 into the equations C. That the C equal 40,000 times 0.91 or 5. And if you calculate, the result is 20,961.2858. Okay. Or round off becomes 25,000 US dollars. Right. Part C. Alfie wants to buy this car on 1st January 2023. He invested 15,000 US dollars in an account that earns 3% annual interest compounded yearly. He makes no further deposits to or withdrawals from the account. Alfie wishes to buy this car for its value on 1st January 2028. In addition to the money in his account, he will need an extra M dollars. So find the value of M, of course the units in dollars. But see, so Alfie invested with his investations is 15,000 US dollars, as long as and the T 5 years, and then the interest is 3% or 0.03. According to the compounded interest formula, that the formula is A equal PV times 1 plus R power T. A is amount in the account after 5 years, after T years, okay, which is T equal 5. So after 5 years. The fee is the initial infestation. The initial infestation is 15,000 US dollars. R is the interest. We can write it as well this as I, so 1 plus I, but I would like to write in R. And T is time. So uh, the amount in the account after 5 years is 15,000 US dollars times 1 plus 0.03 power 5. And if you calculate, this is 17,389.1111. Then we can calculate M. M is amount of car's value minus A. Amount of car's value on part B, we have calculated this, sorry, this one. This is the result, this one. Amount of car failures is 24, 24,961.2858 minus this number, 17,389.1111. And if you calculate, the result will be 7,572.1747. Or you may round off becomes 7,572 or 7,570. Of course, the unit in US dollars. Number three, the function f and g are defined by fx equal to x minus x cubed and gx equal tangent x. Find composition function f of g of x. On the following grid, sketch the graph of this graph for x interval minus 1 to 1. Write down and clearly label the coordinates of any local maximum or minimum points. All right. I would start with fx. fx, according to the information that fx equal 2x minus 3, 2x minus x cubed. 2x minus x cubed. And gx equal tangent x. But so if the composite function f of g of x, it becomes f of tangent x. So it means this x becomes tangent x, this x becomes tangent x. 2 tangent x minus tangent cube x. So this is the composite function. And I would like to writing as y equal to tangent x minus tangent cube x. Okay, this is for part B because we would like to sketch this graph. To sketch this graph, firstly, we need to find the intersections of this graph and y-axis. So we need to set x equals 0. If this x equals 0, this x equals 0, So this function becomes y equal to tangent 0 minus tangent cube 0. And it is 0 because tangent 0 equals 0. So the coordinate point x, comma y, 0, comma 0. And the second, we have to find the intersection, the coordinate point, between x-axis and the graph. So we need to set y equals 0. If y equals 0, this function becomes 2 tangent x minus tangent cube x equals 0. Okay. Scroll down first. Okay. And after that, factorize tangent x times 2 minus tangent squared x equals 0. Divide by tangent x. Divide by tangent x is going to be 2 minus tangent squared x equals 0, or tangent squared x equal 2. So it's going to be tangent x equal positive and minus of square root 2. This is tangent x. If tangent x equals square root 2, we can determine the value of tangent x. X equal arctangent or tangent power minus 1 of positive and negative square root 2. And the result is positive and negative 0.9548 on. So the x values are positive 0.9 and minus 0.9. So there are two intersect point, the intersection x, y, 0.9, 0 and minus 0.9, 0. Yes. And next, the local minimum and maximum. To find the local maximum and the local maximum and local minimum, we need to find the derivative of this function. 2 tangent x minus tangent cube x. So dy dx equals 2 secant square x minus 3 tangent square x secant square x. And it should be 0 because for local maximum and minimum, dy dx equals 0. The first derivative equals 0. After that, factorize secant square x times 2 minus 3 tangent square x equals 0. So secant square x equals 0. This is the result. Or 2 minus tangent square x equals 0. If secant square x equals 0, it means secant x equals square root 0 is 0. And don't use it because if 1 over cosecant x equals 0, there is no solution for it. For this one, there's no solution for x. So now we are going to find x through this equation. Becomes tangent square x equals 2, or tangent x equals square root 2, positive and negative square root 2. So this is 3 here, 3. So here. So it's going to be tangent x equals, sorry, tangent square. It's supposed to be here. Positive and minus 2/3. Okay, this one. And we're going to find x equal tangent power minus 1 or arctangent root 2/3. So x equal positive negative 0.68437. Positive negative 0.681. So there are two coordinate points. The coordinate point is, we need to find y first. Sorry. I have to find y first. So there are two x, positive and negative 0.68. Now substitute here, substitute x equal positive and negative 0.68 into y equal 2x minus minus x cubed. Y equal 2 times positive negative 0.68, and then this is positive negative 0.68 cube, and we're gonna have the result positive and negative of 1.09. So if x equal 0.68, y equal minus y equal, sorry, positive 1.09. So the coordinate point 0.68 comma 1.09. And if x equal minus 0.68, y equal minus 1.06, and the coordinate point minus 0.68 comma minus 1.09. This one. Okay, that is sketch. So the graph passing through this local minimum and local maximum. This is the local maximum, and this one, the second is the local minimum. And as well, through this current point 0.9 comma 0 and minus 0.9 comma 0 and origin. All right. So this is the 0 comma 0. After that, this is the local minimum is local minimum. Local minimum is minus 0.68 comma minus 1.09. 0.68, this is 0.5 around here, 0.68 and minus 0.1 0.9 around here. This is the local minimum, and the local maximum 0.68 and 1.09. 0.68 around here, 1 point around here. Okay. And intersection on x-axis, on y-axis, the intersection is one is origin, this one. Intersection on x-axis now is 0.9, 0 and minus 0.9, 0. 0.9, this one, and 0.9, 0, this one. This is minus 0.9, 0, and this is 0.9, 0. So we can sketch like this. The graph like this. Okay. Sorry, like this. Supposed to be like this. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna using the different color. This one like this. Okay. You may create your own graph. Okay, like this. Okay. Okay. Well, so because the interval from -1 to 1. Yeah. But okay, like this one. This is the graph. This is the local maximum and this is the local minimum. Number 4, the total number of children Y visiting a park depends on the highest temperature T in degrees Celsius. A park official predicts the total number of children visiting his park on any given day using the model y equal minus 0.60 squared plus 23t plus 110, where the interval 0 to 35. Use this model to estimate the number of children in the park on a day when the highest temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. A. The equation is y equals 0.60 squared plus 23t plus 110. So if t equals 25, it means y 25 equals 0.6 times 25 squared plus 23 times 25 plus 110. And if you calculate, the result will be 310 children. B. An ice cream vendor investigates the relationship between the total number of children visiting the park and the number of ice cream sold, X. The following table shows the data collected on 5 different days. This is the data on this table, Y and X. Find an appropriate regression equation that will allow the vendor to predict the number of ice creams sold on a day when there are Y children in the park. Y children in the park, it means 300 310. Just now we calculate already this one. Okay. So firstly, we need to find, create the table X, after that Y, and then X, Y, because we are going to find the regression. So we need this table. It's 15, 81. This is 1215. And this one is, if Y squared is 6561. 27, 175. This is 4725. Is 27 times 175. Y squared, 30,625. After that, 23, 200. There's data taken from this table. 81, 15, 175, 27, 202, 23, 346, 35, 360, 46. Okay, this is the table X, Y. From this one, X and Y. Let's continue. So X times Y, it is 4,646. This one is 40,804. This one 35, 346. This is 12,110. This is 119,716. This 46, 360. 16,560. 129,600. After that, calculate this. The total or the accumulation is 146. Accumulations of Y or sigma Y is 1,164. Sigma X Y is 39,256. And the sigma of Y squared is 327,306. Right. Now we find A. We are going to find A. A formula is N times X, sigma X Y, minus sigma X multiply sigma Y over N times sigma Y squared minus sigma Y squared. 1. And it is 5, because N is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sigma XY, 39,256 minus sigma X, 1. 146. Sigma Y is 1. 1164. Divided 5 times sigma Y squared is 1. 7,306 minus sigma Y squared and if we calculate, the result is 0.09. 351 on, round off becomes 0.0935. So this is A. As we calculate B. B equal sigma x minus A sigma y over n. Sigma x is this one, 146. A is this one. A is 0.09351 times sigma y is 1164, 1164 divided by 5. And if we calculate, the result is 7.4262. Round off becomes 7.43. And the regression equation is x equal ay plus b. So it is x equals 0.0935 y plus 7.43. This is the regression. Question C. Hence, use your regression equation to predict the number of ice creams that the vendor sells on a day when the highest temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. See, the substitute, just now I told you that y equal 310. Yeah. Substitute y equals 310. This amount of children into a regression equation. Okay. So it becomes x equal 0.0935 times 310 plus 7.43 equal 28.985 plus 7.43. It's equal 36.415. Or round off becomes 36. So this is the result. Now 5. A company manufactures metal tubes for bicycle frames. The diameters of the tubes in d millimeters are normally distributed with mean 32 and standard deviation sigma. The interquartile range of the diameters is 0.28. Find the value of sigma. Right. According to this information, that mu or second quartile, it is 32. And it means the third quartile minus first quartile, according to this information, that 0.28. So quartile, the third quartile minus the second quartile is equals the second quartile minus the first quartile, and it is 0.14. If the illustration like this, if this is the first quartile, this is second quartile, this is third quartile. So between first quartile and second quartile is 0.14, and second quartile to the third quartile is 0.14 as well. So the total from the first quartile to third quartile is 0.28 according to this statement. All right, let's continue. It means we can determine the third quartile equals second quartile plus 0.14 according to this information. And the first quartile equal the second quartile minus 0.14 from this information, because second quartile minus first quartile is 0.14. Okay. So second quartile is 132 plus 0.14. It is 32.14, while this one, the first quartile is 32 minus 0.14, 31.86. So one and this one. Now, we're going to find the C-score. You can using your calculator or your table using the C-scores of for the quartile. For C-score of first quartile, this one, it is minus 0.674. Yeah. In percentile, this is the 25th percentile. And for C-score of the third quartile is positive 0.674. And this is for the 75th percentile. Okay. This is the 25th percentile, and this is the 75th percentile. So we can find the C-score of the first quartile is first quartile minus mu, or minus second quartile divided by theta. Not theta, sorry, sigma, I mean. So it is 31.86 minus 32 divided by sigma. And this result is minus 0.14 sigma. And this result, according to this information, is minus 0.674. So we can calculate sigma equal minus 0.14 divided by minus 0.674. By my calculator, 0.207 millimeters. Number 6, the coefficients of x power 6 in the expansions of ax cubed plus b power 8 is 448. The coefficients of x power 6 in expansions of ax cubed plus b power 10 is 2,880. Find the value of a and the value of b, where a and b greater than 0. For n equal 8, the term corresponding to x power 6 occurs when k equal 2. Okay, when k equal 2, so it occurs that x power 6 n equal 8, right? So we can use the formula, this one, this is so when k equal 2. The formula tk equal a combination nk, this is a binomial formula, x power tk, b power n minus k. And if t2, because k equal 2, the combination a 2 a squared, then x 3 times 2 x power 6. It means b 8 minus 2, so it is 6 as well. Okay, so it becomes t2 is, this combination is 28 a squared b power 6 x power 6. Okay, and according to the information, this question that the coefficient of x power 6, this is x power 6, this is the coefficient of power 6. So 28 a squared b power 6, the coefficients of x power 6 equal 448. That means a squared b power 6 is 448 divided by 28, and it is 16. So a squared b power 6 equals 16. This is the first equation. Now, for n equal 10, according to this information, for n equal 10, the term corresponding to x power 6 occurs when k equal 2. K equal 2. I'd like to scroll down first. So T2, the binomial formula, that is 10 to a squared x power 6 and b power 8. Same with the previous one. And the combination 10 and 2 is 45, a squared x power 6, b power, wait, b power 8 x power 6. This is T2. And according to the information that the coefficient of x power 6, coefficient of x power 6 is 2880. So we can calculate, we can state the expression becomes 45 a squared b power 8 equal 1880. So a squared b power 8 equals 2880 divided by 45. And it is 64. So a squared b power 8 equals 64. This is the second equation. So from first equation and the second equation here, a squared b power 8 divided a squared b power 6 equal 64 divided by 16 divided equal 1. So 8 minus 6 b squared equals 4. Hence b equals square root 4 and is 2. And after that, substitute b equal to into this equation, into first equation. Substitute the first equation from the first equation. So a squared b squared equals 16. If b equal to becomes b power 6, sorry, b power 6 1. So a squared 2 power 6 equals 16. So it is 16. So a squared times 64 by 16. A squared equals 16 divided by 64. And it is 1/4. So a squared, I mean a equal square root 1/4. So it is 1/2. So a equal 1/2 and b equal 2. Number 7, the temperature of a cup of tea minutes after it's poured can be modeled by this equation. The temperature is measured in degrees Celsius. Find the initial temperature of the tea. Find the temperature of the tea 3 minutes after it is poured. Okay, A, part 1. The equation is HT 21 plus 75E power minus 0.08 T. So the initial temperature occurs when T equals 0. So it means 21 plus 75 E power minus 0.08 times 0 will be 21, 75 plus 75 E power 0. E power 0 is 1. So 21 plus 75 times 1, and it is 96. So the initial temperature when T equals 0 is 1. 96 degrees Celsius. The second, after 3 minutes, it means it's 3 equals 21 plus 75 e power minus 0.08 times 3. 21 plus 75 e power 0.05 times 3. I have calculated this 0.7866. And it is, if you calculate, the result is 79.995, round off, 80 degrees Celsius. So 80 degrees Celsius is the temperature of the tea after 3 minutes. Question B. Write down the value of derivative h and t equal 3. ht equal 21 plus 75 e power minus 0.08t. So it means the first derivative or the differential of this function is this is becomes 21 becomes 0 and it is minus 0.08 times 25. It's minus 6e power minus 0.08t. So if t equals 3, it will be minus 6 times e power minus 0.08 times 3. And if you calculate, the result is uh, 4 minus 4.72 degrees Celsius per minute. This one. C. Interpret the meaning of your answer to part B, this question, in the given context. Okay, so 3 valid descriptors, 3 description in any order. The first, I would like to write here at 3 minutes, the rate of change of the temperature is minus 4.72 degrees Celsius per minute. The second, the T is cooling, cooling down on or decreasing the temperature. The temperature after 3 minutes. So the third, minus 4.72 degrees Celsius per minute is represent the rate of change of temperature, of T temperature. Next question, D. So K means that T will be below 67 degrees Celsius and cool enough to drink. Find the least possible value of K where K element of integer. D. We are going to set that according to information that HT equals 67. So it means the HT function is 21 plus 75 e power minus 0.08 t. If this HT equals 67, so it becomes 67 equal 21 plus 75 e power minus 0.08 t. Okay, and then we can set that becomes 75 e power 0.08 t equals 67 minus 21. As if 75 e power 0.08t is equal 46. So e power minus 0.08t equal 46 over 75. Well, and it is 0.61333, so on. And according to the learn rule, we can change one, becomes convert to learn rule, becomes minus 0.08t, learn e equal learn 0.61333. One. Let's continue. Learn e equal 1, so it becomes minus 0.08 t equal ln 0.61333 is minus 0.48846. T equal minus 0.48846 divided by minus 0.08. And the result is 6.11058. Okay. So the least possible value of k is 7 minutes. Or the the conclusion is the t will below 67 degrees Celsius after 7 minutes. Well, next question. As the tea cools, its tea approaches the temperature of the room, which is constant. Find the temperature of the room. We're going to find the room temperature. E. Ht equal 21 plus 75 e power minus 0.08t. According to the equation that t approach to unlimited. So we can write it like this: limit ht with t approach to unlimited. It will be 21. Okay, 21 plus 75 e power minus 0.08t. It is 21 plus it will be 0 because if e power unlimited will be, if this is, if t equal unlimited, it will be 0. So e power unlimited will be, it is 0, and 75 times 0 will be 0 here. So the result is 21 degrees Celsius. So this is the room temperature. The room temperature. Next. F. Find the limit of the first derivative as t approaches infinity. Okay. Yeah, infinity. It uses term infinity. The first derivative is minus 6 e power minus 0.08 t. Right, so the limit, such as this part e of the first derivative, which is t, approach to infinity or unlimited, like this one, of minus 6e 0.08t. So it will be minus 6. If this is infinity or unlimited, this is E would be 0 times 0. So the result is minus, sorry, it becomes minus 6 times 0 would be 0. So the result is 0. In a large city, 160 people were surveyed. Of those, 60 were children, and the result adult. Each person in the survey was asked whether they prefer milk chocolate M or dark chocolate D. It was found that 48 of children prefer milk chocolate. This information is shown in the following table. This table. Find the value of P and the value of Q. Right. P is those children uh, who prefer dark chocolate, and Y and sorry, Q is one. Q is total of adults. Okay. It means P it means 16 minus 48. That is P. And Q is the total adults. It means 160 minus 60. So it means this is 100. So P equal 60 minus 48. It is 12. And this one Q equal 160 minus 60. It is 100. So this is 12. This is 100. What? The people are chosen at random from those surveyed. Find the probability that all three are adults. The total number of people is 160, so the number of adults is 100, right, as our calculations on part A. So the probability that the first person chosen uh, is an adult, I will write it here. The probability that the first person chosen is an adult is the probability adult or A 100 over 160. This is 5 over 8. 5 divided by 8. And in decimal number is 0.625. Second, the probability after choosing after choose one adult. Okay, so there are 99 adults left and 159 people in total. So the probability the second person is also adult is the probability the second adult equal 99 over 159. So take 1 from 100 and take 1 from 160 becomes 1. The third, after choosing the second, this is the probability. After choose After choose, after choose the second adult. After choose this one, the probability, uh, the probability at the third adult. So there are 98 adults left and 158 people in total. So the probability that the third person is also an adult is 98. I mean 98 over 158. And after that, we are going to calculate the probability all adults 3A is 5 over 8, this one, times 1, 99 over 159, 98 over 158, 48,510 over 200,776. And this is 0.241371 on round off 0.241. So, next question. C. Given that unconditional probability A given n is 1/3, find the value of x. A person is chosen at random from the survey. Write down the probability that they are an adult who prefers milk chocolate. This is part B. Part C. I saw the unconditional probability P A given M is 1/3 according to the information. So there are X adults who prefer milk chocolate. So the probability A intersection M, if X adult, it means X over 160 if there are X adults. Okay. Well, and as well, there are 48 children and ex-adults who prefer milk chocolate. So the total number is 48 children plus adults. So the probability, the PM is 48 plus X divided by 160. Next, so the probability, the unconditional probability A given M, the formula is probability A given M, A intersection M divided by probability M. So this probability is 1/3. The intersection is X over 160. And this one is 48 plus X over 160. So 1/3 equal X over 160 multiply 160 over 48 plus X. So 1/3 equal X over 48 plus x. If calculate, crossing calculate will be 3x equal 48 plus x. And it will be 2x equal 48. So x, 48 divided by 2 is 24. This is part 1. So x equal 24, part 1. And part 2. Part 2, just substitute x equals 24 into this probability A intersection M, x over 160. If x 24, it's going to be 24 over 160. 2/3 one. And next question is part D. Determine if the events A and M are independent. Justify your answer. D. To determine if two events A and M are independent, we are going to check if the unconditional probability A given M equal probability A. Okay, according to our the information on this question, that this probability is 1/3 and this probability is 5 over 8. So 1/3 unequal with 5 over 8. So we can conclude that they are not independent. E. It can be assumed that the survey results are representative of the populations of the city. 10 people in the city are chosen at random. Find the probability that at least 5 of them prefer dark chocolate. So the probability that children prefer dark chocolate, probability dark chocolate if children, that is 12 over 60. It's 1/5. This is the probability that children prefer dark chocolate. Next, if adults, the probability that an adult prefer dark chocolate, probability dark chocolate of adults, that is 76 over 100, and this is 0.76. So the probability of dark chocolate is 60 over 160 times 1/5 plus 100 over 160 times 76 over 100. And if you calculate, the result is 0.55. Next, the probability the probability, I have to write in here, the probability of at least 5 people, 5 people prefer dark chocolate. It represents of this probability x greater than or equal 5. And we can state as 1 minus probability x less than or equal 4. This probability x less than or equal 4 is probability x equals 0 plus probability x equal 1 plus probability x equal 2 plus probability x equal 3 plus probability x equal 4. Okay, using the binomial formula for its value uh, of k 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is n, which are n equal 10, p equals 0.55. If p equals 0.55, it means q equal 1 minus 0.55, it is 0.45. We are going to using the binomial formula. So probability x equals 0 equal the combination 10, 0, 0.55 power 0 times 0.45 power 10. It is 0.45 power 10 equals 0.0003405. Next, the probability x equal 1. It is the combination 10 and 1, 0.55 power 1, 0.45 power 9. And if you calculate, this is combination 10 and 1 is 10. 10 multiply 0.55, 0.45 power 9 is 0.0007566, and the result is 0.0041617. This one. And after that, probability x if I have to check first. Yeah, correct. Oh, this one. Sorry, this one for no. The calculation is one. This one actually 0.0007566. I have calculated this. Recently, I have calculated. So I have to, that's why I have to change it. 2, combination 10, 2. 0.55 squared, 0.458. Okay, combination 10, 2. I will calculate first. 45. 45 and 0.55 squared. It is 0.3025. This one 0.45 over 8 is 0.0016815, and the result is this one 0.0041617. Probability x equal 3. Combination 10, 3, 0.55 cube, 0.45 over 7. Wait, we calculate first. Combination 10 and 3, 120. 0.55 cube is 0.166375. Multiply 0.003737. It is 0.0746. Probability x equal 4. Combination 10, 4, 0.55 power 4, 0.45 power 6. The combination 10, 4 is 210 times 0.09150625. 0.46 power 0.45 power 6, 0.0083, 0.159495. Okay. So the total probability of x less than or equal 4 equal the accumulation of this result is 0.003405 plus 0.000756 plus 0.00411617 plus 0.0228889 plus 0.0746 plus 0.159495 equals 0.26224280. And the probability of x greater than 5 is equal 1 minus probability x less than or equal 4. 1 minus this result, 0.26224280 equals 0.7377572. Round off becomes 0.738. This one. Number 9. An engineer is designing a gutter to catch rainwater from the roof of a house. The gutter will be open at the top and is made by folding a piece of sheet metal 45 centimeters wide and 600 centimeters long. This is the gutter. From sheet metal becomes a gutter. The cross sections of the gutter is shaded in the following diagram. This. The height of both vertical sides is 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters. The width of the gutter is W centimeters. Arc AB lies on the circumference of a circle with center O and radius 12 centimeters. Let angle AOB equal theta radians, where theta greater than 0, less than pi. Show that theta equal 2.08, correct to three significant figures. B, find the area of the cross sections of the gather. Arc length, I begin from arc length, 45 minus 10 equal 25 centimeters. And the circumference of circle, 2 times 22 over 7 times 12 equals 75.42857. So theta equal arc length over circumference times 360. That's 25 over 75.42857 times 360 equal 119.3181841. Is in degrees. And now I would like to convert into radians times 3.14 over 180. And it equals 2.0814. Round off, 2.08 radians, this one. B, we are going to find the area of the cross section. And the first step is find the W. W squared is AO squared plus BO squared minus 2AO times BO cosine theta. Theta is this one in degrees. So it becomes 12 squared. It is 12 squared minus 2 times 12 times 12 cosine theta. Theta is this one. And the result is if you calculate 429.021849. Okay. So it means W equals square root of this number, 429.021849. And the result is 20.7128. And the next step, this is the first step. The next step is area of sector. Okay, area of sector AOB. It is 1/2 times 12 squared times theta. Theta is 119.31811841. And the result is, if you calculate 1/2 times 144 times theta, because of sector area, not in degrees, but in radians, sorry, 2.08. 2.08, and the result is 149.76 centimeters square. So therefore, we use this number, not this one, this conversion to radians. And the next step is triangle. Area of triangle AOB. This triangle just now, this sector area, this AOB, okay, this AOB, this sector area. We have calculated. Now, uh, I will calculate this area. Uh, this triangle area. Okay. And after that, I will calculate the segment area. Right, area of triangle is 1/2 times 12 squared times sine theta. Okay, theta is sine, so we need this number. Sorry, so this number 119.31818441. And if you calculate, the result is 62.7778. And the next step, the segment area. Segment area, going to find this area. This one. Okay, this area. Okay. Okay, so this area we are going to calculate the segment area. Okay. Segment area gained from sector area, this one, minus triangle area. The sector area 149.76 minus 62.7778, and the result is 86.9822. And after that, the rectangle area. The rectangle area, one, this is the rectangle, so rectangle area. Okay, this one. I would like to say using the different color, this one. Okay, this is the rectangle area. So the cross-section area is rectangle area plus the segment area. That is the cross-section area. The rectangle area is 1W times 10. Rectangle area is W is 20.7128 times 10. And this is 207.128 centimeter squared. This is segment area as well, centimeter squared. Okay. This is centimeter squared as well. Right. So it means cross-section area, area of cross-section because segment area plus rectangle area, 86.9822 plus 207.128, and it is 294.1102, or round off becomes 294 centimeters square. So this is area of cross section. Next question. In a storm, the total volume in centimeter cube of rain water that enters the gutter can be modeled by a function RT, where T is the time in seconds since the start of the storm. It was determined that the rate at which rainwater entered the gutter could be modeled by this function. During any 60-second period, if the volume of rainwater entering the gutter is greater than the volume of the gutter, it will overflow. Determine whether the gutter overflow in the storm. Justify your answer. Okay. Right. Uh, the first step, we need to find the volume of gutter. It is 294 multiply 600, because 600 is the length of the gutter. So it is 176,400 centimeters cube. One. Okay. And next, we are going to calculate the rainfall. The rainfall over 60 seconds is integral 0 to 60, 50 cosine 2 pi t over 5 plus 300 dt. So I would like to find this integral, this term integral first. Okay, right here. So integral for integral cosine 2 pi t over 5 dt, 50 here. Okay. So if u equal 2 pi t over 5, it means du equal 2 pi fifth dt. So 5 over 2 pi du equal dt. So this integral we can writing as 50 times integral cosine u, okay, cosine u du, but in front of here is 5 over 2 pi, and it is 5 times 50 is 250 over 2, 125 over pi integral cosine u du. And cosine u is, integral cosine u is sine u. So it is 125 over pi is, this is sine u plus c, or sine this one. 125 over pi sine 2 pi t over 5 plus c. Right, so it means this integral, this part is uh, integral is d, so 125 pi sine u plus 300 t 1. The next substitute to 60 and 0 into this integral. It's going to be 125 pi sine as 1 2 pi over 5 times 60, okay, minus sine 0, because it becomes 0. It means 0 times 2 pi 50 equals 0, okay, plus, because it's plus 300 times 60 minus 300 times 0, minus 0 it means. So it becomes 125 over pi sine, this is 24. Sine 0 is 0 plus 18,000. Yep, because 60 times 300, this is 18, 118, yeah, 60, 180, okay, and then it becomes, oh, minus 0, yeah, minus 0 here, yeah, still is 1, no need to times, oh, sorry, this one supposed to be 3,000, not only 300, okay, so 3,000, one more 0, so it was 3,000, 3,000 here, uh, next 3,000, so this 3,000, so this is 180,000, so, and if you calculate, this is becomes 180,000, 38, 180,038.5 centimeters cube. Now we're going to to compare. I mean, to compare with one volume of gather. This one volume of gather is this one, and the rainfall is this one. So rainfall greater than the volume of gather. So conclusion, the rainfall is 180,038.5 is greater than uh, the gather volume. The gather volume, 176,400 centimeters cube. So the gather will overflow. That is the conclusion. Okay. And next question. Question. In a storm, the total volume in centimeters cube of rainwater that enters the gutter can be modeled by a function at t. So determine, justify your answer. Yeah, just now this one C. Okay. There is no question anymore. Let's see. So this is C. Okay. So this the conclusion. Actually, this one. Okay. I thought there is next question. Okay, students. So the conclusion is the gutter will overflow. Thank you for joining this lesson.